What do you think of when I mention the word bear? So let's say that in my narrative, I say, last night I dreamt that I was being attacked by a bear. The problem with using the term bear is that our readers might not picture exactly what we were picturing. For example, there are all these different types of bears. Were you dreaming of a koala bear, a polar bear, maybe a Chicago bear? What we're looking for here is we're looking for our readers to picture the exact same thing that we experienced. This is done through concrete language. So we want to be more concrete. So we can say, last night I dreamt I was being attacked by a snarling 800-pound grizzly. This is more concrete. Now we can see exactly what the writer intended. Well, maybe not exactly, but closer. And that's what we're looking for, is we're looking to move closer so that our readers can empathize. So we do this through concrete details, and we're going to run through the abstraction ladder. We're going to move from abstract to more concrete. So to do this, let's look at a statement. I ate breakfast this morning. Okay, so we can see breakfast again can contain many different things. So we get more concrete. I ate cereal. Now we're narrowing down what we actually ate, and our reader's getting a better idea. But still, there are a lot of cereals. So I ate cold cereal. Okay, so now we're thinking of cereal and milk. Again, we're getting more narrow. I ate marshmallow mateys this morning. Okay, so marshmallow mateys. Now we're down to the specific cereal. And why does this matter? Well, it matters because it shows something about the reader, especially if I'm writing this as somebody in their 30s or 40s, and they're still eating marshmallow mateys. That shows something about them, and it adds credibility. Now, this is more concrete, but we can still do better. At 8:45 a.m., I scarfed down a bowl of marshmallow mateys. Now, why does it matter what time rather than this morning? Well, if somebody works at 9, you can see why they are eating in such a rush. We do get that detail of I scarfed down. So we're seeing how they're eating it. So we're getting more specific details that draw us in. Now, these can go too far. Um, in building that credibility, we can get off track in the details. We can get something like this. At 8:45 and 15 seconds, I moved my hand quickly in the direction of the spoon as I began to take a breath. We all breathe. We all, when we're eating cold cereal, we grab a spoon. It doesn't matter to the 15 seconds. Okay, so we only want those details that are going to enhance the thesis or help support the thesis. All right, let's look at an abstract paragraph. If you want, you can pause this video. You can read this paragraph. I'm not going to read it all here, but this is from an actual student narrative talking about the basketball game. So you can, again, pause this and go through it. We're going to look at some markers of abstraction. These are markers within a narrative that usually show I'm going to now be abstract. And one is the use of you. You can see that you is used incorrectly here. It says when you're out there on the court, this is supposed to be a narrative, so it's supposed to be about the writer's experience. So I wasn't on the court. So you don't want to use you. This shows that I'm going to be general. I'm going to be abstract. And we see this. You get this feeling like nothing else. Do you know what that feeling is? Like nothing else? Aren't all feelings like nothing else? Okay, so we get this abstraction that comes in. There's something about that cheesy music. Okay, so we also get words like something. I could have mentioned this one. You have nothing else on your mind. We get these abstract concepts that come in. It pumps you up. What does that mean? Again, we want to get down to the facts, down to the truth. What did it feel like, at that moment when that cheesy music starts? Did you clap your hands? Did you stand up? Did you rub your hands together? In what ways are you showing that it pumped you up? Okay, and then it seems. Okay, so it seems, again, we're getting away from the truth. Okay, so let's look at abstract phrasing out there on the court, feeling like nothing else. We talked about everyone is there to just watch you. Okay, we're getting all this abstract language in here that, really could be explored a lot more. If we look at that, all you can think about is wanting to start the game already. Show us this. Don't tell us, and don't put me in it. Tell us what you were experiencing at this moment. Uh, there's something about that cheesy music that just pumps you up and gets you ready to play. What is showing that you're ready to play? Again, don't rely on these abstract phrases. Give us something more concrete. Again, you can pause this and go through these at your leisure. And then we get a more specific, concrete narrative here. So when I step onto the hardwood of the basketball court, I feel anxious excitement that makes my heart beat quickly and forces an uncontrollable smile on my face. Okay, so we're not just saying I was excited, but we can see the heart is beating more quickly. You have a smile on your face. Um, we're getting more specific language here. And part of that is because now we've shifted to an I perspective. I feel such a surge in muscular energy that all my soreness from previous practices dissipates from my anxious body. Okay, so we see that back pain or leg pain that we had previously suddenly goes away, probably because adrenaline, you're excited to play. Let's get this game started, keeps repeating in my head. So now we're getting a specific thought. Rather than saying I was ready to play, we see what's happening at that direct moment. Okay, so pause this one, read through it, examine the differences, and notice that in this one, you feel more connected or more there in the moment with the writer rather than this general overall scenario.